How will your son survive without certification? How exactly is he going to get the job? Or how will he survive in the job market? And the third question generally asked to me about homeschooling is how your son will survive the competition. Because there is cutthroat competition in the market, and how will he actually tackle that competition when he will be like 20, 22 plus and when he will go into the mainstream. So I'm making this video just to answer the most frequently asked questions to me about homeschooling my son. So let's get started. The very first question, that how will he survive without getting any certifications? Let me answer that. So the myth is, people think that those who are being unschooled or those who are being homeschooled or those who are preferring self-directed learning without going to any particular institution will remain uneducated. This is a big myth, and those who are being homeschooled can also opt for the certifications if they want to. Now the question comes how. So homeschooling children can actually take up their 10th and 12th exam from boards like NIOS, which is National Institute of Open Schooling. I feel very unfortunate that many parents are not aware about this beautiful board, which gives you opportunity to give the exam when you are ready for it. And this is so flexible that you attend any classes. It gives you all the freedom and time to study at your own pace. Not only this, but NIOS also gives you opportunity to choose the subjects of your choice. And I believe that it is very unfortunate, parents, that if you're not aware about NIOS, then I feel it is very unfortunate. And my personal opinion about NIOS is it has not been marketed as much as CBSE or ICSE or any other boards are being marketed in India. People think that if the child studies from those kind of boards, then only they will become successful with those certifications. But trust me, it's a myth. The next myth about NIOS is people who are not good in studies, only they go for NIOS. It's definitely not the truth. Anybody who wants to explore lot of things in their life and they need free time for it, then NIOS is the best option to go for. Because if you compare with any other board like CBSE or ICSE or any other board where regularly students have to attend the classes for 6+ hours per day, and after that most of the children nowadays are going for tuition, which is again 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So most of the day is gone attending classes back to back, and in remaining time they still have homework to finish, which comes from school and which comes from the tuition. So lot of homework and lot of classes if they are going to take whole day. Where is the time to explore that what they like to do and what is their natural niche? I personally believe that every child, every person is born with something, but only thing is we need to identify that, and to identify our own skill, our own niche, we need time, and we need to give that time to ourselves. Then only we can do justice to the things that we really like to explore in our life. And hence NIOS is the board which will give those certifications to our children if required, and our children can opt for it. So those who ask me question that how your son will survive without any certifications, let me tell you, if you compare with the regular school going child, then finally at the end of graduation, regular school goers and regular college goers will have 3 certifications, that is 10th, 12th and degree. So 3 certifications are something considered mandatory in our country. So if it's all about getting those 3 certifications, then homeschooling children and my son who is being homeschooled will also have those 3 certifications. So I think I have answered the first question, that is about certifications. Now comes the second question, which is how your son will survive in the job market. So those who think that homeschooling children may not be able to survive in the job market, for such parents, I would like to ask one question. Is there any guarantee that even after getting those 3 certifications from the top universities and with the top marks, what is the guarantee that our children will land up in the right kind of a dream job immediately after getting out of this regular system? First of all, there is no guarantee, because I have been into recruitments. I have seen so many people who do not get the dream job at the first go. Mostly they have to struggle after passing out, find out what is the niche, take some additional skills from the private institutions, and then set their career right. And this whole process anyways takes some amount of time, which varies from person to person. So actually, in regular education system also, there is no guarantee that the person will end up with the dream job. How many are actually getting the dream job after getting all the 3 certifications? This is one question that as a parent we should ask ourselves. Now, let us consider that with these 3 certifications, people land up with in the job market. So that is the question. So if at all that is true, then anyways, since I have answered the first question that our children, those who are getting homeschooled, are also going to get 10th, 12th, and after 12th they can enter into the mainstream, or in today's world there are many universities which are offering degree in online. So degree part is sorted, and if at all you think that with that they are going to get into the job market, then definitely they will get into the job market for earning their basic living. But now, the real answer for this question is, my intention of homeschooling is not exactly to make him ready for the job market or just to make his career. Career is one part of it. Career is part of life. But I want my child to see the whole life as a life and enjoy every moment and decide and have freedom to learn what, when, and where he wants to learn. And with this intention, we are homeschooling. So as far as job is concerned, I'm sure if he figures out how to make this day right, he will be in position to make sure that he enters, that he is in position to earn his basic living, whether it is through job or whether it is through entrepreneurship. And here I'm just remembering one incident that when my son was just 10-year-old, he started learning video editing on his own. So there was absolutely no teacher, no one taught him. He just watched videos, learned Adobe Premiere Pro at the age of 10, and he started editing my videos which are there on my other channel of my company, and of course life engineering videos also he could edit mostly half of it. And not only this, but when he was just 11 years old, after learning the editing software, he started getting work in online from international clients. And the very first amount that he earned, he actually made me to open an account in PayPal. And the first amount which he learned for video editing was just $1. But this amount was earned by himself without anybody's guidance. No one told him, no one taught him the software, no one asked him to earn, no one asked him to give quotation. He just found a client for editing, he did the work, and he got his money. And after that, he did few projects wherein he started getting money in dollars in my PayPal account just for the editing works. So I just believe that if they are learning something on their own, with their own wish, then they will anyways learn how. If he can learn how to earn that $1 from an international client in online. And not only this, but he also took the feedback from the client at the end of the work, and he showed me the feedback that I have taken feedback about my work. So I think if they can figure out how to earn the basic living, we don't have to invest so many years in just getting them educated just to earn basic living. That is my thinking. Now comes the third question, which is about how your son will survive the competition if he does not go to the regular education and if he's not meeting the same age group every single time, every single day. So the answer for that question is, as a homeschooling parent, I'm not even thinking about the competition at this moment. We are just striving hard to just make sure that whatever we are doing today, should be little better than yesterday. We are just not having a very long-term plan. We are just thinking on day-to-day basis. And if we can make this day better, if we can make the quality of this day better, then we consider it success. If we are making today better, even little better than yesterday, then we are considering it a success. So to answer the question that about competition, I would just say we are not even thinking about it at this moment. We are just striving to learn what we want to learn and gaining the skills that we want to gain. And we are trying to gain skills which are a blend of life skills, soft skills, and hard skills. So that's the plan, to gain the skills in this three combination. That's all. And most of the parents, they literally tell me that how will he compete? That is a big issue, big mistake you have done by homeschooling, because he won't be able to compete with others in future. And as far as we are considered, of course, we are not thinking about competition at the moment. And that I also feel that most of the homeschooling children, they compete with themselves. Their biggest competitor is themselves. So if we are better today than yesterday, consider it a success. So that's one thing. So in this video, I have answered all the 3 most frequently asked questions to me about homeschooling my children. And I'm sure if you are thinking about homeschooling your child, these are the 3 questions which will come in your mind. To summarize, the first one, how will you get the certification? So I've answered that you can definitely get the certifications with the same weightage of 10, 12 from NIOS, and after that enter into any other mainstream regular college, or just do your degree in online from any of the universities in India or abroad. That's one thing. Now, second thing, the second most important question is, how will he fit the job market? I think if you just give him a blend of life skills, soft skill, and hard skills, he will anyways fit into the market. And best part about homeschooling, you get a lot of time to, you get a lot of time to explore what you like, what you dislike, and what you would like to learn, how you would like to learn. And a lot of learning and unlearning happens in homeschooling. So this process definitely makes them ready to earn their basic living. So do not worry about how they will fit into the job market. One more question as a parent we should ask here is, how many people actually land up in their dream job even after having all the 3 certifications and even after being in the system for 20 plus years? The next important question as a parent we should ask ourselves is, what is the guarantee that whatever our children are learning today will even be relevant after 20 long years? So there is not any guarantee about it. So do not worry and do not plan too long, because I believe children are extremely intelligent these days, and there are a lot of resources which are available for their learning. And gaining skills is no big deal and will not require too much of long period of time. If they decide to gain any particular skill, then they will be able to do it very quickly with today's internet world. I don't really recommend to plan too long. The third question about competition, I have already answered that you are your best competitor. If we put that in our mind, then the unnecessary stress of competing with others all the time, constantly, that creates a lot of stress in the mind of the parent and mind of the child. So it is better stay out of the competition, at least from here, and then rest of the things will fall in place by itself. So that's all from my side about this frequently asked questions about homeschooling my son. I'll see you next in my upcoming video. Till then, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and share this video with as many parents as possible. Thank you very much.